only thing that could kill bonds is bonds.
Hey gamer girls, my name is Gunty, and today we are talking about the poorly named military conflict, Vietnam. Now before we get started talking about anything to do with the actual game itself, one thing I need to get out there is the name and the logo. Military Conflict Vietnam with this font set looks like those early PS3 History Channel games. Like, this looks like the most boring game ever. If you were to judge this just by its title and name alone, I would be like, this is shovelware for sure. But what's actually hiding beneath the surface is a very fast-paced and fun game. So I don't know what they were thinking with this name. They really do need to hire some kind of marketing coordinator or something. Now, generic name aside, this game has been gaining a lot of traction on X. A big post has gone out basically talking about the gunplay of this game, and now it's really taken off, and a lot of people have been talking about it, so I was like, hey, I should get the game and check it out. And if you follow this channel, you know that I love indie shooters. That's basically one of the two things I talk about on this channel. This channel is built on internet weirdos and weird indie shooters and indie games that spark my interest that I like talking about. I really don't play AAA games. There hasn't really been a AAA game really that's been of interest to me in any capacity at all. All the new modern games are just basically storefronts with a little bit of a gameplay built around it to get you to buy shit. Indie games just have so much more charm, so much more passion and thought put into the gameplay, the UI, the design, and that's all well on display in this game here. This game is fantastic. This has so much charm. This is so fun to play, and it's just a refreshing change of pace for a lot of the military shooters we see on the PC. Now, one of the things that really intrigued me about this game also was the fact that this game is running on the Source engine in the year of our Lord 2025, which is crazy to imagine, but honestly, I really like that they're doing it that way. One, I love the Source engine. There's so much nostalgia wrapped up in it, all the Source engine games, and two, it's just a great way to allow tons of people to get into your game and play your game, because the Source engine will run on anything, and honestly, it still looks pretty good, and if you put enough care and attention into things and your textures and what you're throwing in there, you can make the Source engine look really good. And the Source engine is just, it's the perfect first-person PC shooter engine. You can do fun arcadey stuff like this game, or the first Insurgency game was actually on Source. I don't know if anybody knows that. Back in the day, that tactical shooter was running on the Source engine, and this game kind of reminds me of it. They're two completely different games, right? Insurgency is a little bit more, I would say, thought out, methodical. There's a lot quicker time to kill, headshot. I mean, you're just dead if you get shot, basically. And this game's a little bit more forgiving. This game's a lot more similar to Call of Duty. There's things like hit markers, but they're similar in my mind to just a pure passion and attention to detail when it comes to things like the guns and the setting and how everything looks and feels. And it's a fantastic game. One of the things I love about this game is just the amount of guns you have access to. I mean, they really just went all at it, both sides. The US, NATO, because I think Australia is kind of in there with the NATO forces, and the VC have different guns, and like the VC has access to a lot of like World War II guns, and like the US has a lot of like Armalite, AR-15, M16 variants and stuff like that. And it's just super cool that they really wanted to throw a lot at you, and it really shows the passion behind the project to just like throw as many guns as they can in there just to really have a nerd boner for the period. And the guns work well too. The shooting, the combat, as advertised on the people talking about it on Twitter like Wendigo, it's really sick. Like, it feels good. It feels like the early Call of Duty games. Like, there are times where I'm like, is this Call of Duty Black Ops? Obviously, it's not as polished as that full-fledged, large-scale team game, but it feels really good. It's so fast-paced, and like I said, it feels like a classic Call of Duty, and I got so much playtime from this game just because the current modern Call of Duties are just so horrible and so bad that going to something like this and playing it just reminds you of those games where you just sat and played just for hours, just shooting people, having a good time, having fun with your friends. And honestly, it really reminds me of Call of Duty 2. If you ever played Call of Duty 2 on the Xbox 360, it's just a super fun, it's kind of bare bones, but you don't even really notice because the gameplay is just so fast and fluid and fun. Most of the maps are pretty fun. They have a good flow. Some could use a little bit of work with certain spawns and being a little too small, but hey, this is a budget title that's in early access. They're gonna tweak some balance and stuff. There are some guns that are like basically unusable that might need some tweakings, but it's early access. They're gonna work on this. They're gonna work through some of these bugs. Some of the issues that I had is some crashing from time to time, which is to be expected. Again, early access. One kind of pretty big issue for me, at least. I don't know if other people feel the same way, but when you play as the Viet Cong, your teammates still show up as red, and I get it, red, communists, the bad guys or whatever, they're going to be the red team and the US is going to be blue or whatever. But I think you should probably flip the player names. There have been so many times where I've tried to shoot my teammates as the Viet Cong because I see a red name and my monkey brain just sees that and is like, oh, shoot, kill, you have to. And it's just an impulse from obviously Call of Duty. And I don't know if that's something they want to keep in the game or something they want to change. But that's my biggest critique of the game, and the biggest thing that I would want change to see improvement on is just, hey, maybe switch this to be a little bit more industry standard. And to be fully honest, my biggest complaint with this game is there's just not enough people playing it. I find myself having to play bots quite a bit just because there aren't people playing when I'm typically playing, especially when I'm recording clips for this video. You'll probably see I'm playing bots a lot just because there's not really people playing in my area at this time. And I just really hope that this game kind of catches on between hopefully this video getting some people to get into the game and maybe people on X continuing to talk about it. I really think this is a fun game. And these are developers that truly care about what they're doing. They're making a fun game, and I think just giving them support, talking them through it, and helping them create a community and create a game that's going to be exceptional is super fun. And as always, I'm interested in what you guys out there think. Have you played Military Conflict Vietnam? What do you think about the game? Do you like it as much as I do? Do you think it needs some work? Do you think it's lacking a little bit of depth? Honestly, I think a good progression system would do this game a lot of justice and really extend the amount of replayability and playtime for players. But what do you think? Are you going to grab this game? It's $15 on Steam. Can't really go wrong. They got a great refund policy, so I recommend everybody go out and at least give it a try and fill up those lobbies so I can play with you guys, because I am honestly kind of addicted to this game and its kind of fast-paced, casual nature with no storefront constantly telling me to buy Nicki Minaj skins. So I really like the game. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.